If you bought the iPad 3, as my aunt did back in the day, you got completely screwed over. While there was a 6-month gap between the two tablets, don't forget that people don't buy things immediately. How many poor customers bought the iPad 3 right before the new one came out? And why would you expect a new one to come out when the iPad 3 had come out that year already? Now, not only was this customer stuck with a vastly inferior device that would end up painfully slow in a few short years thanks to iOS updates, but they also had the old 30-pin connector to boot. I bring all this up because I think it's probably the most egregious casualty of Apple's switch to Lightning, one that could have been handled so much better by just waiting 6 extra months for the iPad 3. All in all, when it comes to the Lightning transition back in 2012, I would argue that it was mainly well done. The switch was fairly smooth and gradual, with older products still using the legacy connector, and whenever you did end up upgrading to the iPhone 5, 5S, or 6, or whatever it was, in the box would at least come both that classic charging brick as well as the all-new Lightning to USB cable. The Lightning port would be a mainstay until, well, today, really, as it got the job done, and it did it really well. After a number of years, people would regain their junk drawer full of old cables and accessories compatible with current iPhones, and soon enough, the 30-pin would fade from memory. This doesn't quite bring us up to the iPhone 15, however, because Apple would slowly begin changing the ports on basically everything except for the iPhone. As mentioned, Lightning was vastly superior to the alternatives used by Android competitors when it originally came out. But while Apple was content to keep things as is, technology kept advancing. So now it's the mid-2010s, and technology is rapidly